Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Friday Night Kaizo race. My name is Gumjaw. I'm your commentary for tonight. As you can see, we have a very special Star Wars themed Kaizo race for you tonight. It is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. Happy Star Wars Day. In the top left, we have our reigning Kaizo king, Brickman, Brick_man. In our top right, we have Akos_Eos. In our bottom left, we have Szechuan Steve. And in our bottom right, we have QC Shallot Muscles. The code has just dropped. We are playing Starbase. I'm going to update that code right now, and everyone is off to the races. 216730. Alright, so this is a base Star Crash level. As you can see on QC screen, here's the first one. In this first section, you're going to be riding a drill, and notably, Star Crash kills the drills in one hit. So what you need to do is make sure you're activating Star Crash after you leave the drill, and then it's just as simple as navigating over these spikes. So the first jump is a very simple, just use Star Crash while moving upward. The second one is the same thing, but you need to be a little more precise. You got to get the maximum amount of extra Star Crash boost. Then the trick after that, you need to use your double jump as well to get all the way over that section. Now it looks like Brickman is fogged up his screen, so we'll see where that goes. And all three racers are proceeding into the level. It's unfortunate that Brickman is our audio source, otherwise I'd refresh him quickly. You know what, let's do that right now while everyone... Oh, actually, hold on, we're going to wait, because Brickman has made his way already to the first checkpoint. Brickman keeping his lead, and it looks like here we have Akos making it through as well. QC just getting to the wall and dying there. So Akos and Brickman, as usual, neck and neck going through this section. Through our second area here, it is now a vertical climb. Everyone loves vertical climbs. And you're going to be making use of your Star Crash once again, but you have to make sure to turn it off before you land on these drills. Because once again, the Star Crash will kill the drills in one hit, and then you are falling to your death. You'll note higher up there's going to be a few sections where there will be lasers, and you actually need to cut yourself off short before you crash into the red lasers that are above you. Alright, so while all our racers work on things, I'm going to see if we can get Brickman to have a clear screen here. Alright, looks like he's as clear as he's going to be feeding us now. We're back in action. So to recap once more, we got Brickman and Akos on the second section. They were very quick to get through that first area. Speaking of which, QC making it to the first checkpoint as well. Akos and Brickman both right in front of that next checkpoint. Looks like Brickman is gonna get there. Brickman maintaining his lead, moving on to the third section. The third section has spikes galore, and it's going to be using a strategy that DaviEu posted in our Kaizo school. So if you have joined the Discord, feel free to look at Kaizo school. We got lots of videos showing you how to do some basic to interesting Kaizo tech. So what did he call this one? I think this one's called the Star Slide. So you're basically doing a full height jump and then activating your star on the descent. So you don't get any added height, so you don't kill yourself on the spikes, but you get the slow fall that you need to make it around those sharp corners. Szechuan Steve still in the first section. Looks like he's going to make it through. Let's see if he's got it. He's got a pretty good hang on things. Oh, and he reactivates the star a little too early there. QC and Akos pretty much in the exact same spot right now. Let's see if either one of them can make it up to the checkpoint. QC. Oh, QC double jumped a little too fast there. He would have had it if he just laid off the trigger finger. Meanwhile, first screen, Brickman making it through this third section. There's a lot of very tight movement through here where you've got to not jump too fast. And Akos on the right, making it up to the third section as well, tying himself with Brickman. All our players moving very quickly through this level. Szechuan Steve still trying to get a grip of the mechanics of this. Jumping and using an ability I definitely find is something that not everyone is good with. Me, myself, personally. Look over at QC real quick. QC making it to the third screen. Good job, QC. 3 of our 4 players at the third section making progress. As I was saying with Szechuan Steve, sometimes jumping and using an ability at the same time doesn't feel intuitive, and it's a little harder to grasp than most. I know that's how I am. So I got a feeling, if I had to bet, that Mr. Szechuan Steve has the same kind of issues. Meanwhile, Brickman getting to the key. I think he was the first person to get to the key, but every time I say that, I'm corrected. So, from my perspective, Brickman got to the key. This orange section is actually a fairly long section, so you need to go across, grab a key, come back to a door, go under, and then do one more little key grab trick. So, it's pretty long compared to all the other sections. And it's very, very precise. So the first person to get through this will definitely have a fair advantage. Szechuan Steve, let's see if he can... Oh. Forgetting to turn off the Star Crash yet again. Not able to make it to the checkpoint. He's consistently getting to the end. But either... He's hesitating to do the drop too soon and ends up destroying his ride. Brickman getting that key, now doing this tiny little underhang jump. Meanwhile, Szechuan Steve making a way to the second checkpoint. You can see Brickman here now has to get that second key using some of the jumping. So now when he gets that key, he can't drop back down on these doors because they will consume the key he needs to leave. So he needs to grab that upper left key and get over to the right in one smooth motion. Otherwise, all is for naught. So Brickman definitely in the lead right now. He's got the most progress of anyone so far. Szechuan Steve working on the climb. Let's take a look at Akos and QC for a moment. See where they're at. Brickman once again getting the key, getting across, going over to that second key section. Let's see if he can make it through right now. And oh, wow. Second try gets through there. Brickman into the boss. I am thoroughly impressed. I thought this level was going to take much longer for the first player to get to the boss. So, surprised me. Alright, looks like QC and Akos are somewhat around at the same point. Meanwhile, Szechuan Steve making his way up on top of these drills, being very careful not to destroy them. He's learned his lesson in that first section. So for this boss fight, what you need to do is actually go over top of that central spike pit. So you put on your star shield, jump up, move all the way to the right, then shoot the star shield to hit Bubble Man there, fall down onto the platform, and then just loop ad nauseum. Looks like Brickman has a different idea that he's going to try, so we'll see if that pays off. Often there's forgotten cheese that you never heard of. Ooh, looks like that could actually work. Yeah, it looks like he might have just enough airtime there to make that option work. Szechuan Steve, if he gets the jump, there he goes. Szechuan Steve is onto the orange section. Caught up with Akos and QC. Has a little bit of an information deficit right now. But if he's quick-witted, he can easily catch up at this point. Akos and QC still working away. I think both of them have made it to that halfway point, the first little platform right there. All right, they're literally moving in tandem right now. Let's see if they can... Oh, QC grabbing that key, making his way back. I think this is his first time doing this short hop. Ooh, catches the edge and slides up into that spike. Brickman figuring out the plan. Now it's all about execution. Looks like Brickman has this on tap. All he needs to do is rinse, repeat, and not get too cocky or cut anything too short. 2 more hits. 1 more hit. And needs to land that. And Brickman, don't die to the spikes. All right. Brickman avoiding that near death. And Brickman is our first place winner. I just realized I didn't start the timer. I can tell you that he finished in 10 minutes. Good job, Brickman. Congratulations. That was an amazingly fast run. Let's look back down to our other runners. We got QC who had the key and didn't quite make it back. Everyone else working on this section. Getting to the key right now seems to be inconsistent for pretty much everybody. Akos has the key. Let's see if he can... Ooh, didn't quite get back in time.
A few minutes later.
Alright, we got Yagami on screen now. That quick finish from Brickman lets us get Yagami in here. Looks like Yagami is on the climb. There we go. And while I'm talking, Akos making it into the boss room. Looks like QC also discovering that second key, trying to figure out his way around that. Let's see how long it takes Akos to discover the secret to this here boss fight. He's taking a look at things, trying to assess what's going on. That gap right above the spike section looks very, very, very tight. Trying to go up the side there. Not quite the idea. Got those little spinny balls that are going to block your star crash. QC grabbing the key. Trying to make another attempt at the boss door. Ooh, catching the side again, killing himself. Yagami working on the climb. 2 more jumps. Nope. Gonna go reset there. Szechuan Steve still having a hard time with this first jump. I don't think I've seen him get to the key yet. QC grabbing that key again. Moving down, trying to get this low jump. Thank you for that link, Davey. Ego's trying to secure second place. He's got a bit of time to figure this out. Everyone's needed about a minute so far. Ooh, there he goes. He's got the plan. Let's see if he can realize that is what he needs to do, and then just execute over and over. Boom. Oh, need 1 more little double jump at the end, and he will have it ready to go. QC grabbing that key, coming back around, seeing if he can get to the boss door. Falls straight through the quicksand somehow. Yagami working on the climb, falling, dying. Szechuan Steve still having trouble with that first jump out of our 3rd section. Akos is making the trip around the center spike section just fine. Not recovering yet. Let's take a look. Is he burning his double jump early? Is that what's happening? Oh, there he goes. Oh, we did that without the double jump. Impressive. Alright, rinse, repeat. Nope, and just smacks his face on some spikes. So Akos knows what he's doing. Left uninterrupted. He's going to grab second place surely. But let's not discount any of our other streamers right now. Not sure what happened on Szechuan Steve's screen. Looks like he reset something. Sandblock is broken. I like Crying Bubble Man. That I think is probably one of the coolest little additions to this game. Alright, here we go. Akos. 2 hits. 3 hits. Can he seal it out? Ooh, catches the corner. Got a little... Not impatient. Impatience is where we're looking for. Got a little impatient. Clipped his face on those spikes. Set himself back. Just needs to breathe. Be careful. Take his time. He's one whole room ahead of everyone else. There you go. 3 hits. 4 hits. That's progress. Don't get excited. 5 hits. He's doing great. Can he lock this in? One more hit, and Akos is in second place. Boom. Oh! Gets the hit. Forgets he needs to land. Falls straight into that pit. That is an unfortunate death right there. Thankfully, though, he has no one else anywhere close to him right now, so he can take his time, do this once more, and lock in his second place. Unless we have a ghost runner somewhere else who has already completed this, but it doesn't look like it. Yagami still working on the climb. Szechuan, Steve, and QC having fun in this orange section still. QC looks like he has the idea for everything, just having trouble executing this little short jump underneath. And Akos finishing it off, staying alive, complete with a time of 18 minutes. Congratulations, Akos.
5 minutes later.
All right, Yagami making it through to the third section, joining our other 2 racers in the quest for third place. Take a quick recap. Brickman finishing this level out in first place at 10 minutes. Akos coming in second with 18 minutes. So let's see if we can have someone finish it in the next 3 minutes. You think it's going to happen? Could you guys hear Akos?
Yep. Figured I'd pop in. I mean, the people who were in my chat are like, oh, hey, do it. So, you know, what the hell?
Perfect. Well, welcome, welcome. How did you enjoy this race so far? What was the most interesting part for you?
What was difficult for me? That last section just destroyed me. I think it was mostly the first jump of the last section, the one Yagami is on now.
The little diagonal jump out of the sand?
Yeah, I kept hitting the sideways spike on the first jump, both going up and coming down.
Yeah, that definitely looks like one of the biggest bottlenecks of this race so far. GameFox making his way finally to the second checkpoint. Congratulations, GameFox there, showing the persistence to keep going through this. I think this is his second race that he's participated in.
Believe so, yes.
It's always nice to see more new people come out and take part and not get discouraged after their first race. Some of these races, or at least some of the sections in these races, can be pretty brutal and pretty discouraging. So it's always nice to see people coming back.
Some of the races in general, even.
Yeah. Hopefully we can weed those out. It looks like this race is probably doing pretty good for time. If QC and Steve end up finishing in the next like 10 minutes, I think this will be in a nice time area. Akos, just so you know, you're probably about 10-15 seconds behind what I'm seeing, because
I just saw that too.
Feed. Yeah. Szechuan Steve going for that jump again, consistently getting over, and he's through. Szechuan Steve making it to the boss room, setting himself up for third place. So it's taken every other player in the boss room about a minute or so just to understand what they need to do. Akos, you want to tell us about your thought process in that boss room?
I mean, first thought was I tried to cheese it by going up the right side, but learned pretty quickly that didn't work.
Looked like you almost had something
besides
going
that, not really sure. I mean, it's laid out pretty well with the wires used as guides, so it doesn't take too much to figure out. It was mostly a matter of getting the timing of landing back on that platform, when to start the dash jump.
Yeah, Brickman actually did that using his double jump in order to finish it off. I noticed you did the whole thing without using your double jump.
Steve doing the same thing I tried to do and going up the right side first.
Oh, Steve getting around once, so Steve quicker than everyone else, picking up exactly what he needs to do. Good job, Steve. Yagami making his way to the room right before the boss. Let's see if he can make this jump now. Ooh, hesitates a little bit, dies on the spikes. Let's talk quickly about bosses. The last couple weeks, the bosses have all been more about a Kaizo level with a boss, where you have to do a bit of Kaizo platforming to take an attack at the boss. Do you think it's possible to do a boss fight that is Kaizo? One where you're actually fighting a boss that's, moving around and jumping and not trapped in a box?
Probably. be more difficult because you have to plan around the boss's movement somewhat. But I mean, there's a few bosses that have predictable enough patterns that you could work around them easily enough.
Which bosses do you think are good candidates for Kaizo boss fights?
I was gonna say Top Man, but he probably moves horizontally too much. He does have an easily predictable pattern though, so it would be easy to plan around him.
Yeah, Top Man for
But making
sure.
a large enough arena might be difficult to work with him.
All right.
Oh god,
Szechuan
no, not
Steve
Toad
has
Man.
the pattern. Szechuan Steve
Toad-
has got 3 hits in. Let's see if he can seal the deal. Just needs to be a little patient. Don't go too fast. He's doing the double jump at the end just to catch that platform. Oh, second last hit. Clips his face on that spike.
Almost there though.
Almost there. I think
There's
we're gonna
actually
have a
another
very
thought for-
similar looking podium from last week.
Buster has a pretty decent idea for a Kaizo boss fight. Make it a 1 HP fight.
Ooh.
You
Yep.
could use pretty much any boss in that case then.
Yeah. Some bosses I think are very random, but you could probably get away with something like who'd be a good 1 HP? Who's just random enough?
I mean, he
Something-
was still stuck in a box, but I believe Top Man was used for the 1 HP fight in the last one.
Yeah. I think Top Man's a little too predictable though for that. I want to say maybe like Pharaoh Man. Like he could get stuck doing his little solar beam, but he could also just randomly jump at you. Szechuan Steve dying one more time, going for that last hit.
I mean, in a
Hopefully-
long room, though, I think... Who was it that made that race? Brickman made that one? With the Top Man boss at the end in the really long room?
The past
Like
2
2
races
weeks
have
ago?
had Top Man in a long room. So we had QC did one where you were doing a bunch of base double jumps, and then last week was another long one where you had Top at the end shooting at you, and the one before QC's one was Top Man at the top moving across.
No, the one with the drill... I don't want to say blocks, but they're not blocks. The enemies, not enemies?
Yeah. The pet drill that was last week. Yeah, that was Brickman's level.
2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
What was last week?
Brick won last week.
Oh, true. Yeah. Sorry, we didn't have commentary last week. Sorry, the last commentary show. Yes, my little
Yes,
pet
that
drill
one.
is what you're talking about. Yes.
Yes, that would be the one.
Yeah, that was
Like, in a long room like that, Top Man works well, just because you have to worry about dodging his attacks.
Mm-hmm.
They come out predictably enough as long as you move in the same way, but they're still... I don't
QC
know, that's
making
more
it
about
to the boss
repetition than-
room. He is now in position in order to take 3rd place away from Szechuan Steve. Let's see how quickly QC is able to figure out what he needs to do. Let's see if he's been peeking into the other streams. Davey saying Plant Man, Cut Man, Bomb Man could do good Kaizo bosses in the right arena.
Plan Man would be a good one, yeah. He's predictable enough.
3 more hits left for Szechuan Steve to grab 3rd place. 2 more hits. 1 more hit, and then he needs to survive. Let's see if he gets it. Gets the hit. Gets the landing. Don't get killed by those spikes. I like how Szechuan Steve's stream always reloads as soon as he beats the level. There we go. Szechuan Steve locking it out. 3rd place. Congratulations, Szechuan Steve. You are our 3rd place finisher. With a time of, looks like 37 minutes. Good job. I hope you guys have enjoyed this Friday night Kaizo race so far. If you are watching and have not taken part in a Kaizo race, feel free to join the Friday night Kaizo Discord. There we go. We got Steve on the big screen there. Looks like he's got a little cockpit set up. That actually looks pretty cool. Sorry, if you've watched the races and you want to participate, join the Friday Night Kaizo Discord, and you can take part in these on your own. You do not need to stream. You can just play by yourself, offline,
Here, I'll go
and
ahead
submit
and
your times.
Stick that there for anyone, since
There you
you're...
go. Link is in chat. Thank you, Akos. And, yeah, you do not have to be a Kaizo master in order to come hang with us and take part in these races. The more you practice, the better you will become, and it's a super fun community. Everyone is really, really nice. Like I mentioned earlier, we do have a Kaizo school channel where the creators post descriptions and videos about how to do a lot of these Kaizo tricks. And it's all around just a really fun time. Making some really hard, really non-trolly hard.
You know, think about it. Who
levels.
passed on the chance to call it Kaizo College and get that alliteration in there?
I don't know. I don't know why it's called Friday Night Kaizo either, because we do more than just Friday Night. Like, we talk about everything there. It should just be called like Mega Man Maker Kaizo.
The official race is on Fridays, though.
Yeah, for sure.
So that at least makes some sense.
All right, QC, 2 hits left on finishing this out. Misses the shot, but still living. Oh, and then cuts the corner too close and dies. Yagami's still working on getting to the boss room. Game Fox on that.
Yagami has made it to the last jump at least a couple of times that I've noticed so far. He almost had it last time he got there. He just barely clipped the bottom spike.
Poor Yagami.
I've seen like 4 different strategies on that jump to the first key so far. Yagami here using
going
Star
for
for
the
both.
last shot. Does it. Kills Bubble Man. Is he going to hit these spikes? Ooh. Looks like the level ends before you can actually die to those spikes. Congratulations, QC. Taking 4th place with a time of 41 minutes. I think that is a pretty successfully made Kaizo race, if I do say so myself. Like I mentioned in previous races, we're kind of aiming for the first place players to beat it in about 10-15 minutes. The intermediate people taking maybe about 30 minutes, and then the newer players taking anywhere from an hour to an hour and a half. You know, it goes up from there based on your own personal skill. So it looks like that's where we're at. So I thought this was going to take a lot longer. Good job, Brickman. Or sorry, Brickman. Good job, Brickman, for winning. Good job, Davey, for creating the level. As I say that, Yagami makes his way to the boss fight. Looks like he'll be clearing the sub 1 hour mark.
Later.
Alright guys, so we have Akos_Eos in Discord with us, and also he's going to go look for the hidden snake in the level. Apparently it's in this first section here. That is what we are told. Somewhere in this first section.
Alright, the question
Akos
is
has already
where,
completed this
though,
level,
then?
coming in 2nd place with a time of about
Not
18
up there.
minutes.
Okay.
Yagami going for the last hit on Bubble Man, taking his time. Let's see if he can get it and make it back to the platform. He does. Yagami sealing the deal on Bubble Man using his
I
unique
think I see
strat
where it is.
and
Okay.
sealing it in. And it looks like Akos has found the secret snack chamber.
Yep, it's probably down that pit right there.
All right. Congratulations, Yagami, for finishing it out. Let's go see if Akos can find the snakes. All right, guys. Race part 2 is on. Everyone who's finished, get back on. First person to get snakes wins.
There we go.
Go get the
Got your
checkpoint. Go
snakes.
get the checkpoint. Oh, that's fine. Oh, it's just snakes. Hey! Snakes have been rescued. Woo! Thank you, everyone who came out today. This has been the Friday Night Kaizo race for May the 4th, 2018. Our level was Star Base by DaviEu 216730. Our racers in first place, Brick_Man with 10 minutes. In second place, Akos_Eos with 18 minutes. And in third place, Szechuan Steve with a time that I forget. I think it was something like 30 minutes or 40 minutes, something like that. Thank you to all the other racers who came out. Reddy, Yagami, Game Fuchs. Who else did we have? I think that was it. And thank you for Akos for joining me in chat afterwards. It was nice to have someone to banter with. And to all of you in chat for coming to watch, thank you again. And we'll see you guys. Actually, I'm not gonna be able to do these until July. So hopefully someone is able to pick up the mantle. I think maybe Akos said he was gonna try to do
I've
that.
at least a few weeks. I like to participate here and there, but I can, you know.
All right, so we got Akos on as a commentator, temporary part-timer, and hopefully we can keep pumping these out for you guys. Thanks for coming, and see you guys next time. Take care, everybody. Good night.